Hello, we're Biscuiteers, the original hand-iced biscuit company, and each year we ice around 3 million biscuits by hand, and today we'll be showing you how to ice our Thanks Teacher collection, the perfect end-of-term gift for those hard-working teachers. You will need the following 3 biscuits, piping bags, and some squeezy bottles. Of course, the amount depends on how many colours you decide on. Let's begin with the apple. Of course, the classic teacher gift, but we decided to make it a little bit sweeter by creating it in biscuit form. You will need to outline the shape of the biscuit first with your red line icing. Your line icing should resemble the consistency of toothpaste. If you want to learn more about icing consistencies, then click the video above. Once you have outlined the apple shape, you will of course need to add a leaf. We do this in our green line icing. You next want to take your flood icing and flood the red apple and the green leaf. Make sure not to flood the biscuit too much, as you don't want the different coloured icings to bleed into each other. We then let this dry for around 30 minutes in an oven at 50 degrees Celsius. Don't worry, your biscuits won't bake anymore, it just dries the icing so that we can get on with the fun part, the details. For the added details, we of course need to add a stalk. We do this by taking our brown line icing and drawing a curved shape. We will then fill it using our zigzag technique. We also need to add some detail to the leaf, so simply draw one line down the leaf and add a few lines going off the main line. We can then get on with the harder part, the writing. You can practice this on a piece of baking parchment beforehand if you like. Take your white line icing and write the words, "Thank you." You can add your teacher's name if you're feeling particularly brave. Just take it very slowly and think of the piping bag like a pen. And there we have it, your first biscuit is done. Well done. Right, on to our next biscuit, the thing that every teacher needs, a notebook. This one seems a little trickier as we need to create a 3D look, but it is really very simple. Just watch what we do. We take our green line icing and draw a square shape, exactly like this one here. We then add a section for the pages at the bottom by drawing a line like this. We then need to flood the top and side section with our green flood icing, and then the bottom pages in white. If you want to choose a different coloured notebook, then please do, we've just gone for green. Once this is dry, we can add some detail and create more depth to the biscuit. You will need to draw the spine of the book with your green line icing, as well as going around the pages to give them a bit of dimension. We will then take our blue line icing and add some detail to the spine, as well as drawing a small rectangle on the front where we will write the words, "Thanks, Mr. Smith." Of course, you don't have to copy us, and you can write your own teacher's name here though. Just make sure that you've done a big enough box, and you can always write the name first and then do the box if that's easier. Like with our thank you biscuit, you can practice the words beforehand if you like. We write in our black line icing and just take it very slowly. And there we go! Your notebook is ready for writing in. On to our last biscuit. What does every teacher need and every student dread? The red pen. This is the one with the most detail, but you got through the others and you can get through this. Take your red line icing and create a shape like the one we have made here. You can always pause this video and look at the shape we've made so you can copy. You then need to flood the biscuit with red flood icing and let this dry. Now it's time for the details. The final part of the designing is always the most crucial, and these details really help bring the biscuit to life. Take your line icing and follow just exactly what we do here. Go really slowly and really easily. Perhaps your teacher only uses blue pens, then just swap out the red for blue. And there we have it, your pen is done. Well done! And congratulations! You have just created the ultimate Thank You Teacher collection. Our collection is now available to buy online and in store. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Tag us in your creations using the handle @Biscuiteers Ltd or use the hashtag BiscuiteersMagic. Happy creating, and we're sure your teacher will love it.